Is this the game to start Travis Hunter with more snaps on defense?
Ooh, with Travis playing more, can we get smoke for that, Gil? Is that a smoke situation? You know what I'm saying? There we go. Yeah. Let's go, Travis, man. Because 40 plays or whatever he played, 45 plays, that's against the law, man.
And only
like,
6
come on
on
now.
defense. 6.
That's crazy, bro. But Travis playing more, man, I think it'll be good for the NFL in general. He got to be up 85, 90, right, Skip? 85, 90 plays, whether he do good or he don't. But this would be a great test for him, man. You come out against the best, one of the top quarterbacks, the best receiver duo in the league. Man, you pop it off on defense against these guys. This is a good week to do it. I like it.
Yeah. You want to weigh in?
Yeah.
You didn't get a shot at
No, I
this
didn't.
the other day.
Look, Travis Hunter to me is one of one, right? There's no book or guideline on how to use him to maximize his potential. There isn't. I mean, there's some guys like Deion Sanders and Troy Brown and examples like that, but that's a different era. And you really can't compare the two. And you have a first-year head coach, a first-year offensive coordinator, a first-year defensive coordinator, and a first-year general manager who are just trying to figure out how to get the Jaguars going.
Right.
And now they have to figure out how to prioritize Travis Hunter. That is tough. I'm an offensive-minded guy, so I'm going to disagree a little bit with Aqib. I would like to see him primarily or even exclusively on offense. I really would. At least for 3 to 4 games. Yeah. I think if you get him in a rhythm, I don't like the back and forth stuff. I think that's going to hinder his productivity. If you can get 3 to 4 games on offense, let him get in a rhythm. Then go 3 to 4 games on defense. Let him get in a rhythm. Let him get comfortable. You can do those things. I'm not worried about the physicality of things. I don't think he's going to get tired. I like 80 snaps. I think he can do that. I don't know if it's sustainable for 17 weeks, but the thing that I worry about is the mental side of things. Because an NFL playbook is like this, and 2 of them's like this. And if you're trying to learn offense and defense each week as a rookie, not even as a veteran, I just feel like that's going to slow down what he can do, from production. And that's not the way to do it right now. Obviously, the Jaguars are with them more than I am. They know the direction they want to go in. I just don't like that. I wish he would do offense, for 3 or 4 games, get in a rhythm, and then maybe defense for 3 or 4, and then adjust accordingly from there.
Okay, you were off to a good start when you said he's one of one, and then you flipped and said no, but no. Okay, right? He is one of one. He's going to revolutionize the league you played in and you played in.
Yeah.
And I'm going to, since we had some smoke, I'm going to say I'm not blowing smoke at my man Aqib when I tell you that the point about cornerback is when you think historically of this position, there was Deion, who's in a league of his own at cornerback, and then there's a second echelon, and you're in it. You're at the top of the second echelon to me. Some people put Revis in there, whatever, Revis Island, but there's a Champ Bailey, there's a Charles Woodson. We can go old school with Mike Haynes, Lester Hayes. We can go back to Mel Renfro and Night Train Lane, of these guys, obviously. But when I'm doing great cornerbacks, it's like I can count them on 2 hands and get to 10, and that's about it because they are rare. The game changers. He was a game changer. Wherever he went, good to great things happened because he's a ball hawk game changer who can take somebody out of the game and make 2 or 3 plays a game that truly change and impact the outcome of the football game. It's hard to find that. I had Deion on my podcast, and he said, I asked him, if you coached Travis in pro football, how would you use him? And he said, he didn't hesitate. I'd use him exactly the way I've been using him at Colorado. And I read you the snaps the other day. I'm going to do it again. Last year at Colorado, he played 773 on defense and 750 on offense. Now, that's a hellacious bunch of football to play. But Deion thinks he can pull it off because he's so gifted at avoiding contact, the lethal kind of contact, the career-threatening kind of contact. He will get you on the ground on defense if he has to. And on offense, he just got that it thing where he knows how to maneuver away from the quote-unquote kill shot hit, right? Okay, so in his spirit, he just loves playing football. He doesn't do anything else in his life. He fishes. He likes to fish. That's the way he escapes from football. But he's not a golfer or a video gamer. He's none of that. He plays football, and I can find if I start counting the greatest receivers ever, I'll go like 100, right? But I can't find that. So you have to start with defense. That's where his most impact will be. And he can play offense. Do I think he can make a Pro Bowl as a receiver? Yes, I can. I do. Yeah. And he probably will, because he's going to go down in the modern era as the greatest two-way player we've ever seen, because he's blessed, gifted the way Deion was blessed and gifted. He's beyond Deion as a receiver, but not as a cornerback. He's just in the league with Deion as a cornerback. So I laughed at Liam Cohen because he basically just dismissed and dissed Carolina. He just said, we didn't need him on defense last week.
Right.
You didn't? I mean, they do have Tet, and Hunter Renfrow.
And they did win.
Leggett, okay, they did. I give you that.
They won.
But he's saying, now we need him because they got two studs.
Right.
Okay? So I just believe, heart and soul believe, that he will go both ways for his entire career and have more impact on defense than on offense.
I feel that.
You said it. The playbook that's a very different thing. Can he get both styles and understand all that information at once? That's, his brain power. When they're talking about confidence, breaking it or not, he doesn't look like he gets broken easy. So I don't think going back and forth will be a problem for him. I think the issue that we're not talking about is he's a one of one. Does the people that's there, all these first year everything, do they understand what they're looking at in real time?
Good question.
Can they see the vision? See, a lot of these one-of-ones get stumped because the person that's handling them don't understand what it is.
True.
And they're trying to take this freak of nature and put it in a box.
Yeah.
Right? They don't understand what they're looking at in real time. And there's a lot of these. When you do recognize it, it becomes special. So as the coaching staff, all of them, this is our first year.
Yeah.
Meaning we don't know nothing.
Yeah.
That means go do you. Go do you, show us what you are. Then I can make a decision. First, me saying, okay, this is what you're going to be. You're going to just be a receiver.
Right.
And then situational. No. I'm a first-year coach. You don't know what I am. I don't know what you are. Now let's just go test it. Go out there and just play and get the understanding so I can evaluate you. And that's what they need to do here. See what he's capable of. Andy Reid with the Mahomes. Show me what you're doing.
Exactly.
Or you want to flick the ball like this, you want to do this, and all the stuff we say don't do as a quarterback.
He do it.
He's out there doing it, and look what you have. So you need a coach that just understands, hey, just go out there, let me see. Deion, let me see what you got first.
Exactly.
And then from there, I can kind of guide you in what we need to be.
I think we'll see that this week, though. I think he say he going to lean on them on defense. He's still going to put them on offense. He'll see how not tired Travis is. This guy can handle this shit, right? So I think as we go on, we'll see more and more and more. And then, like Skip said, he's going to revolutionize this game. But as far as the playbook, though, defense playbook is fucking easy, man. We got cover 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's no matter where you go, them the coverages we play. Like, this team might play may major in 1 and 3. This team might major in 4 and 2, but the coverages don't change. Travis know how to play every coverage. So it's not like he got to be in the playbook. It's not that hard. The terminology barely even changes. Like football and on offense, the terminology changes. You got to learn the code words, the signals. I get that. On defense, bro, it's very similar everywhere you go. That's why I was able to play in any style. I get traded mid-season, I hop right in and play because the coverages. It's only 7 of them motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, Cody? It's not really super hard on defense, you know what I'm saying? The job is hard. The playbook is very simple, man.
So this week, I would be tempted to tell Travis Hunter, you got Chase, you travel with Chase, you got him every snap you're in, you got him by yourself. You good with that?
No, that's Chase now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's pretty
Hey, now that's Chase now.
If you want to test him against the back.
Yeah, you're right. But I mean, this. I don't know if they can see that poster over here, but Jamar is Randy Moss like. He the only guy who put up close to Randy type numbers them first 4 or 5 years. Mm-hmm. He the only one who even close to him. I don't know if you want to put him out.
The guy who's throwing to him is the closest thing to Brady.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if you want to do him like that.
If you know he's going to score 50, might as well, because if he's going to go score 50
Might
no
as
matter
well.
what, if he's going to score 50 no matter who's guarding him,
Right.
I'd rather
That's
put
true.
Travis on him, and if he gets anything, that helps his confidence.
I feel
Get an interception, knock that shit. Like, his confidence just boosts up. And if he shuts them down, that's news across the world right there. That means he's on a whole nother level mentally.
Yeah.
So him getting scored on, getting burnt, he already has us in his mind. His job is his knock 2 plays down, some crucial plays are just going to build his confidence on a guy you already know is about to be about that business.
But he's not always going to score 50. I mean, look at last week. Who was the corner on
Denzel.
Jamar Chase? There was.
That's his kryptonite, though.
You didn't even know Jamar Chase was in the game. So he's
That's his
not
kryptonite.
That's his kryptonite. Oh, there's always one.
There's always
one.
Like, damn, Denzel just, he strapped Jamar up game after game, and that is what it is.
And I hear what you're saying about the defensive playbook, but the offensive playbook, there's personnel groupings, there's shifts, there's motions, there's alignments, there's tags, and that's before the ball's even snapped. And then there's concepts, there's all these different things, and then there's little tags on them, and then you also need to know, okay, if I'm in the slot, I could run up and break out, I could sit, I could take the middle, I could take vertical. There's so many different things, and then you add the defensive playbook on top of that. I'm not saying that he can't do both, and I'm not saying that he can't get there. I just don't like him doing it right away. I think for him to get into a rhythm is play him exclusively on one side of the football at first. Let him get comfortable there. Maybe 2 games. Let's go 2 games on offense. Or start on defense, Skip. I'm fine starting him on defense. Start him at DB for 2 to 3 games exclusively. Learn what works, learn what doesn't. Then put him on offense. Get timing with Trevor Lawrence. That's another thing. It's tough to get timing when he's playing a certain amount of plays and then, okay, we're doing routes on air today at practice, but he's got to go work with the defense in individual drills. You're not building that chemistry and that timing with your quarterback. And I heard what you said about 1,500 snaps, right? That's what Deion said he did in those 2 years.
Yeah.
That's only 2 years at Colorado. Can he do it for 10 years in the NFL, and 11 years, and 12 years? Can he continue to keep that up? I just don't know if it's sustainable. I'm not doubting Travis Hunter. He is one of one. He is a generational athlete. We're going to talk about that word later, but he is someone that has changed the game. I agree with that. And I think Deion Sanders is a phenomenal player. Troy Brown, guys like that. We've seen Edelman play on both sides of the ball at times.
Yep.
He is unique from those guys. What he does is something that's never happened. I just worry that the Jaguars are maximizing his potential by trying to put too much on his plate too early instead of letting him do these things, figure it out, and then we'll adjust accordingly going forward.
Okay. Last point that Deion made to me, and you know college football.
Yeah.
Deion said the college game is more fast breaky. You know, it's all faster, and so you don't have as much time to catch your breath between plays. The NFL plays the game a little more slowly than college does, right?
Right.
So it gives you just a little break. Just if you've covered some deep post, and you have time to get back and catch your breath and reset.
No, I mean,
And then if the offensive playbook is that hard, right, then I wouldn't make him learn the whole thing. That's why I would package him in. You just going to play in the red zone.
Yeah.
You just going to play on third down. Need you for first and second down. I got guys who could block in the run game. When you win, it's passing situations, and I could use your tools. You know what I'm saying?
but then are you getting the most out of them, though? Like,
Yeah,
that's
I'm
my
getting the most
issue.
out of what? I need him in to run block on first and second down. I don't need him in the run block.
No, I agree with that.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't need, when it's a situation where I can throw him the ball and he can, make a play for us, third down, red zone.
I agree.
I'm going to have him in the game.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's getting the most out of him. What's not getting the most out of him is playing him for 2 weeks on offense, then 2 weeks on defense. I'm not getting the most out of him then. We already see what he can do. I'm not getting the most out of him. You know what I'm saying? I'm using him one-sided at that point. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I think you just create them small packages for him, man. Come in like Lieb used to come in. I used to come in. They knew the ball was going to Lieb. Throw that shit up, Gil. Here we go. Let's go. I'm telling you, man.
So you're saying what? Four downs on defense, or 3 on
You
defense,
full
and then
speed on defense.
One play on offense, third downs.
Nah, I mean, you might have, in one series, you might have 3, 4 third downs. Then you make it to the red zone. We might have 4 plays in the red zone. So one series, he might get 8 plays on offense.
Okay.
2 third downs and 6 plays in the red zone. You know what I'm saying? So I do it like that. If we don't have a lot of third downs, if we don't have a lot of red zones, maybe he don't play a lot of offense. But them are the game-changing downs and game-changing situations in football. Third down, red zone. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to have him in for, if it's time to change the game, I'm going to have Travis in.
Yeah. Either way, the main point, I hope the Jaguars don't mess it up. This is a unique
They definitely messed it
opportunity.
up week 1 with 40
Yeah,
snaps.
I just whatever the right
Second
answer. And this is all
overall,
speculation.
40
Like,
snaps.
Yeah,
That's bullshit. It was
I
probably
hope
25
they-
rookies who played more plays than Travis week
Right.
1. Like, that's bullshit.
Yep.
Well, 82% of the chat thinks that they should play Travis more on defense. But, you know, in the article it said, the coaches said they're going to slowly tick up his time on defense. So I don't think we're really going to get what we want. I'm thinking they're going to, you know, maybe increase it a couple more snaps. I don't know. We'll find out what happens. I do want to.
12 this week?
12.
Then maybe
We're
he
going
had that
from
little
6
shoulder.
to 12.
He had that little shoulder like in the training camp too. So maybe that played a little part. They're trying to keep that on the low. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he was still a little bothered by it. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, let's move to a quarterback, okay? Let's talk about Baker Mayfield. This man